Hey, fellow citizens, I am offended and outraged by members of the media and politicians who either through ignorance or intentional deceit state that we are a democracy. We are not a democracy. We are a republic. A democracy is rule of the many, and our founders knew that democracies have failed throughout history. If we were a democracy, then every citizen would vote on every bill. The technology exists for that today, and we know that that will never happen. So, okay, well, we're a representative democracy, right? Wrong. If we were a representative democracy, then the constitutionality of any state statute wouldn't matter. And whether a statute is constitutional or not matters, because we are a republic based on rule of law. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee every state a Republican form of government. That language was proposed by James Madison, ought to guarantee a Republican form of government, and it was decided through the ratifying convention debates that the United States shall guarantee a Republican form of government. And in support of that language, Edmund Randolph, who was a lawyer from Pennsylvania, he said no state ought to be able to transform itself into a monarchy. So from Edmund Randolph's statement, we know that they're talking about form of government. And so it's not rule of one. We went through that with the British Crown and the King of England, and we said we don't want monarchs, and we know that it's not a democracy, rule of many, because we have an electoral college, and because the people don't vote by majority whether to enact a statute or public law, and we obviously know that it's not an oligarchy, rule of the few. So if it's not rule of one, if it's not rule of many, and it's not rule of a few, who's the ruler? There has to be a ruler. And it's the rule of law. And that is the wisdom that our founders bestowed upon us. If we look to everything that's out there, Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. It doesn't say, and to the democracy for which it stands. It says, and to the republic for which it stands. The Supreme Court of the United States, authority of a government, as well as its republican character, is recognized by constitutional authority. Luther v. Borden, 1876. And the very idea of a government republican in form implies a right of the citizens to petition for redress of grievance. United States v. Cruikshank, 1876. So 100 years ago, 100 years after declaring independence, our Supreme Court of the United States knew what a republican form of government is. It's rule of law. It's constitutional authority, and that the fundamental right of petition by address or remonstrance is upheld. So stop listening to these fools and deceivers that say we're a democracy. We are not. We are a republic. My name is John Gentry. I challenge anyone to debate me on this fact that we are a democracy. I'm running for District 18, Sumner and Trousdale counties in Tennessee. And if we are to restore a proper government, if we are to restore the intent of the founders, we first have to understand the form of government that they established in our Constitution. So I hope you'll keep up with my work and help me restore a proper form of government that was established by the people, of the people, and for the people. God bless, Godspeed, and in God we trust.